Hey everybody, TrinfiniteX here. We're going to be starting it off tonight with some MechWarrior Online. We're going to go in with our Heavy Gauze Fafnir and just have some fun to start things off. And then we will see where things go from here. The tryhard event is live, which basically just means win more, deal more damage, and we get rewards for it, so that's what we're going to be doing. Or trying to do anyway. Let's start off with Crimson Straight. See how that goes. Looks like we're getting River City domination. Which shouldn't be too bad. We're a bit of a close range build, so that's maybe not the best thing in the world, but our gauze rifles can reach if we have to. So I do have a new setup now that allows me to actually see my chat while I'm playing the game, while I'm playing PC games. So, if any of you would like to chat with me while I'm playing, I can now actually read and respond to chat messages. Alright. Looks like everybody's in right away. Wow. Nice quick start.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Let's see how this goes.
All systems nominal.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
How's it going, everybody?
Affirmative.
I'm gonna set up shop in F7 and then we'll see from there.
Target acquired.
Ooh, got somebody on the rooftops. Quick draw.
Artillery strike online.
Omnifall, can't hear you.
Need assistance. Target spotted. Affirmative. Need assistance. Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Artillery strike online.
Need assistance.
New target
hit the building. Crap. I could just hit this guy in the back, though.
Target spotted.
Ah, I missed two.
Target acquired. Critical damage. Critical damage.
Ah. Well, we did good damage, though. Let me check to see why I can't hear anybody. Sorry for the lack of commentary. It was a little focused there for a minute. That almost sounded like the Star Wars theme for a minute there. Do I have everyone muted somehow?
Target acquired.
That's weird. I shouldn't. Well, looks like it's a bit of a slugfest. This piranha's being a nuisance, as piranhas usually are. Wow.
New target acquired.
Looks like two members of our team just are completely out of it,
New target
chasing this
acquired.
piranha, and the rest of our team got cleaned up. Yep.
That's it. Back it up. The hostiles have taken control of the target.
Oh well. I thought I did alright, but it's fine. Games like this will happen. Now what? Did I have everyone on mute? No? And how come I couldn't hear anyone? That's odd. Well, let's try for one more game with the Fafnir. See what we can get out of it. Then after that, I'm probably going to switch to my Direwolf. Hard to say, but I don't know. We could be pretty good on HPG Manifold. This should work out fine for us because we have ECM. We'll be able to snipe reasonably well. Hopefully this guy will connect soon and we'll be able to get started right away. Again, can't I hear anyone?
Reactor online.
Hmm.
Sensors online. Weapons online.
This is most curious.
All systems nominal.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Yeah, I don't have anyone muted.
Thanks.
Let's take top quick, guys.
Target spotted.
Assuming they can hear me.
Affirmative.
I mean, it seems like they can hear me since one guy acknowledged me, so I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Target acquired. Artillery strike online. New target acquired. Artillery strike online. Artillery strike online.
There we go, there's some good hits.
Artillery strike
Okay.
online.
Enemy looks like they're trying to rotate around. We should probably do the same.
We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy out there.
Alright, so the team didn't want to stay on top, so we're gonna have to rotate around. We can get our big fat mech moving here. Alright.
Can't lose any more soldiers.
Artillery strike online.
There we go. Dealing out some damage now.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
Ah, stupid pillar.
Right torso critical damage. Explosion detected. Right torso destroyed. X ammo destroyed. Right arm destroyed. Medium laser destroyed. Boss rifle destroyed.
Enemies are half depleted. Keep pushing.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Okay, it seems like there's somehow someone behind us.
Center torso critical damage.
Someone big behind us. Jeez. What is that? Oh, it's a stalker behind us somehow.
Target acquired.
We're taking critical losses. We need you.
Yeah, there wasn't much way to avoid that. But again, we did decent damage.
Target destroyed.
Clean up the survivors.
So this is a much closer match right here.
Target destroyed.
It's 10 to 10. 2 people left on each team. But I don't know how much longer this Arctic cheetah is gonna last.
Target
His center's
acquired.
pretty much
Fuel
gone. He's
at
lost a leg.
25%. Fuel at 0%.
Let's see what our other mechs got going on. Warhammer. He's pretty damaged in the center. But he's trying.
Destroyed. Right colon critical damage. Right torso critical
We got one.
damage.
Don't know about the other one though.
Acquired.
It's a javelin. Oh. Oh, this is actually getting really close. I don't know how that javelin is looking.
Right torso.
Come in.
Oh, so close.
Can anyone read?
So close. Dang. That javelin got super lucky. He's smoking a bit too. Alright. So, I'm not sure why I can't hear anyone though. So I'm gonna go into settings real quick just to have a quick look, see if I can. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like anything's off. Not sure what's going on, but I will fiddle with it later. For now, let's go ahead and switch mechs. Something that I'm reasonably certain will deal a bit more damage. Excellent. Frozen City, and we will vote against Conquest. And it looks like we're getting Grim Plexus, but thankfully not Conquest. Conquest would not be bad for, would not be good for our very slow speed.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
Alright. So this should be better, I hope. We were doing okay with the Fafnir. There wasn't anything wrong with it. But the Direwolf definitely has more firepower. Even more so. So let's see if we can get some victories out of this before we switch games. this way. And maybe catch up with our team.
Target spotted.
Guys up in F7, wait for the rest of us. So apparently they can hear me, but I don't. Not quite sure what's going on with my not being able to hear them. Well, I'll investigate that later. For now,
Target spotted.
so we don't have really very good long-range abilities in this mech, so we're definitely going to want to stay low and hide until we get an opportunity to get much, much closer.
Target spotted.
So it looks like the team is rotating. So we're going to go ahead and rotate with them, as best as a direwolf can rotate.
Target spotted.
Nice UAV.
Target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
That flea just dropped an airstrike on us. Good on the flea. Doesn't look like it actually hit me though. That's cool. So enemy team's a bit spread out. So this would actually be a great opportunity to march right in now, since our team is starting to get some momentum.
75%.
Ah, I forgot to override. Crap. But apparently we've provided an effective distraction because my team has not stopped winning since, so... Alright, so it looks like our team is going to win, but I'm honestly not satisfied with my own performance there. And I really, really want to fix my settings here. I really want to know why I can't hear anybody.
Eradicated. Bask in the glory of your triumph.
Man, game's over already though. Okay. So, because I can hear the game, so why can't I hear the voice chat? This is indeed most curious. Well, it's a little frustrating, but I don't see any obvious or immediate solutions to it, so we're just going to go ahead and play one more and then switch games. Solaris City should be a good opportunity. And we will vote for Assault because Domination will probably win. Oh my, though. It looks like we're getting Polar Highlands. Well, at least it'll be Polar Highlands Domination, so hopefully that will work out. So this time, I'm definitely going to remember to override. Hopefully, we'll get a better opportunity. Firing at things that are up a hill are not the direwolf's specialty. We do not have very good hard points on this thing. But we do have lots of firepower, so maybe we can do better this time. We did get into the game a lot faster, thankfully.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Never understood why games allow for such a long time to connect to a match. Because anybody with a connection speed that's so slow that it takes them 60 seconds to connect to the game probably shouldn't be playing the game. Anyway, here we are. We have a Mad Cat Mark II. Probably some ATMs or something from his bunny ear shape. We got a Summoner. Got a Marauder. Good stuff. So, this time,
Override engaged.
we're going to override right away. Because shutting down is not acceptable. Another thing I really don't understand, why do they not have a setting to make override a default? Really wish PGI would install that so we can just have override as a default.
We held the zone for 25%.
Our Annihilator buddy behind us should be also able to offer lots of firepower, but his hard points are even worse than ours. Never understood why anybody would go for an Annihilator. I mean, it's got a cool name, but doesn't mean it's any good. Those who have made it to the circle, please wait for the assaults in the back to catch up.
Target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
Timberwolf here.
Target spotted.
Laying missiles, of course. So our goal right now is just to stand in the middle of the group here and wait for something to happen, more or less. A decent UAV can now target some things. Sadly, we're still not really in a position to actually shoot anything.
Target spotted.
So we're starting to rotate.
New target acquired.
Enemy is a bit spread out. The enemy's a bit spread out. I think if we just rotate into him, we should be okay.
New target acquired.
Alright.
New target acquired.
Can't hardly see anything. Really wish I could be closer, but apparently this is as close as I'm getting.
Ammo destroyed. Light on destroyed. Ultra
So, these LRMs are not very good here
thing destroyed.
for us at all. Very little we can actually do. Yeah. We need a map with more cover than Polar Highlands. All this long-range stuff is just not going to work out for us. And apparently it's not working out for the rest of our team either. For some reason. Our Timberwolf is trying hard. This map's basically perfect for him.
Target destroyed. New target acquired. New target acquired.
It's still 7-7. Our team's making a fighting comeback, or trying to.
New target acquired.
Team is pulling ahead all of a sudden. The LRMs must have had an impact.
New target.
Our Nova's going to town, doing a good job.
Have taken the target.
GG.
Are victorious in battle.
Alright, so let's try for one more. Hopefully we won't get Polar Highlands again. Let's just see if we can get a map that's a little more favorable. The Mining Collective is usually a good map, so we'll go ahead and vote for that one. There's enough cover to draw people into close range combat, and that is exactly where I want them. Right around 300 meters or less is precisely where I would like my opponents. And usually, with all these buildings around, it's hard for people to just run around. Typically, they kind of have to confront me face to face, which is exactly what I like to see. At least in this mech. So, there are some decent poking and sniping spots, but not too worried about them.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is Clan Command. Get to the target and capture it. Cut down any enemies that get in the way.
Alright, push E-line. Take top quick.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
There's a heavy PPC awesome over there. Somehow all those artillery strikes missed us.
New target
Target spotted.
acquired.
So this is actually almost perfect. There's a lot of enemies over here. But this range is really good. So we're gonna remember to override. Oh. Yeah, we got shot in the back a lot. Dang. I'm not too proud of this match either. I'm also really annoyed still by just the fact that I can't hear anyone. My lack of practice is clearly showing right now. I shouldn't have stepped into that situation at all.
Warning, incoming missile.
Alright. So, let me see if I can find a way to fix this. it back to windowed mode. Would it work now? Just wait for the game to proceed a little bit more. He shut himself down. That's one kill for the Azil. See, someone was trying to say something there. I can't hear them. That's very strange. So, I don't know, maybe this is just a thing where I have to like reload to fix it? Maybe I should just try that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to intermission. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna try and fix this. Okay, so I tried reloading. I can only hope that it works. And that hopefully I can somehow stop playing so badly and do better. Kind of disappointed these last few games, both in myself and in my teams. I definitely feel like I need to do better. I am a little surprised that the entire enemy team was hanging back in that one location, though. I would have thought they would have moved much faster, but I guess I should have gone up top, like I said. I was going to try and rotate around, because I thought the competition would be up top. But man, that was strange. It's alright, we got another shot at it. Just gotta remember to override. See, and there we go again. I don't understand why I can't hear them.
Reactor.
They are grayed out, too. I don't
Sensors
understand what's going on
online.
here.
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
Push E-line. Take top quick. Wow, okay, that was a long range snipe. Alright. So let's try this again.
Target spotted.
First of all, override.
Engaged.
There are still some enemies lagging behind in D5. That's good for us. That means top should be easy to take. Focus this Cyclops for now. As we back up into the buildings here. Give ourselves a second to cool off before we move back in. That Fafnir is making a really good target.
Also critically damaged.
Alright. This time we dealt a lot more damage, 567. That I'm a little more happy with. Still can't hear anybody though. Man.
New target acquired.
So our LRM catapult is under attack by a light mech. A rather well-armed incubus there. That's a lot of heavy mediums.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Ooh, good shot though.
Acquired. New target acquired. Critical damage.
Man, watching this guy play is kind of making me want to play an LRM mech a little bit. But
New target.
that's always a double-edged sword though.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Ooh. Good shot by our enemies. Oh, was that an XL engine? Uh-oh. That's why you don't run XL, but looks like we got it anyway. GG guys. Also Homer J. Simpson. I'm feeling like some more MechWarrior Online, actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and play maybe one or two more. Just to see what I can do. Haven't pulled out my Mad Cat in a while. So, let's go ahead and try that. LRM mechs are usually good at getting in a lot of damage, but it's not all very focused damage. So, we'll see how this goes. There's no real way to know. Also, the big risk with LRM mechs is just you're assuming that your team is going to actually help you out by getting you locks. So, we'll see what happens. Maybe today's just not a good day for close range mechs. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. I just know I have not been playing very good, except for that last match. That last match was okay, but all the matches before that were not very good. We did not deal the damage that we were looking to deal. At least in the Direwolf, so. Ugh, my lack of practice is coming back to bite me, and so let's try something different. I really wish I understood why I can't hear anyone. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's XSplit. It wouldn't surprise me. Hello, team. Lock your targets, please.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
So we'll start out in chain fire.
Override.
Hit the override.
engaged.
So we'll start out in chain fire and see how much, if any, AMS they have, because it's better to fire these LRM-20s in chain fire so we don't overheat. But if they have a lot of AMS, we need to group fire them so that their AMS won't just shut us down.
Target spotted.
Alright. So we're almost to the main battleground here. Once we get up to H7, probably be
Target
there.
acquired.
Oh my, oh yeah, that's right. This mech
Target
has improved
acquired.
sensor range. That's
New
what's up.
target acquired.
Alright, here we go.
New target acquired.
So it looks like the enemy doesn't have too
New
much
target
AMS.
acquired.
We still need better sightings on them.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted.
They're hiding in the buildings pretty good, but
Target acquired.
as soon as they step out and they get targeted by anybody else, we'll have a pretty big edge.
Acquired.
Rain down 80 LRMs on our enemies.
New target acquired.
Somebody trying to hit us with autocannons. Let's move to a slightly safer position.
New target acquired.
Oh, there's a Mad Cat. Take him down if we can. There's an Atlas, some other things around the corner there. Now if we could just hold our target locks for a minute.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Need assistance.
It's urban mech. Taking good cover behind the
New
buildings.
target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Continuously chain these missiles together. Make this Atlas regret ever coming out from behind that building. The problem is I'm not sure. I don't think our missiles are actually hitting anything there. This guy's dead.
New target acquired.
We don't want to get too much closer because we have to maintain distance. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and rain down on this Mad Cat.
New target acquired.
There's the urban mech from before. He's getting wrecked. Uh-oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, you don't. Stealth flee back here. see if we can stay alive. There we go. Alright. So that flea was definitely dangerous. But he was doing what a flea should be doing. He was trying to stay close and hug me and with his flamers and deal his damage. So that, I felt, was a reasonable match. Let's see how we did. Not super great, but we did get a lot of assists. So we did decently. Alright, so that was fun. That was a nice change of pace. But I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably enough MechWarrior Online for today. Because apparently today's just not my day for it. Because I wasn't too happy with some of those games. Anyway. So I'm going to switch to intermission, and then I'm probably going to go ahead and load up some StarCraft 2 or something. See you guys in a minute. Alright, so we're back. Sure enough, there's a new mutation going on, so let's play some StarCraft 2. So this is Rifts to Core Hall. Nukes are launched at random throughout the map. Infested Terrans spawn continuously around the map, and uh-oh, Black Death. Oh my. So that's not friendly at all. Okay. So Karax would actually be really good defensively here, but we would need a very aggressive ally. Or we'd have to be aggressive and someone else would have to play defense. Okay. So the Black Death thing is actually a big problem, because it will kill and spread to all of our units. Yeah, it'll kill our units and then spread to other nearby units when they die, so this is actually really dangerous. There are a couple ways to handle this. Lots of expendable units, like Zagara, is a pretty good way to handle it. You could just constantly repair your units, like Swan, or constantly heal, like Abathur. Or you could just not have any units and just play tower defense, like Garax. So I feel like that's probably a good way to go, because then we can stop these infested Terrans from being a problem. So we're going to go ahead and try Karax at first and see how things go. So we got a level 183 Phoenix on our side here. So that should be good.
This is Corporal Faraday of the Coral Defense Force. Amon's troops have taken the city. They're summoning void shards everywhere. Once they activate, those shards will decimate Augustgrad. We need to destroy each of them before that happens. Don't let me down.
You have too few minerals. I would warn it. Chrono boost online. Our structure should now operate at a greater efficiency.
Alright, so Karax builds up a little slow, but he does have pylons and cannons that warp in instantaneously, so once we do actually finally get built up, things should go pretty well. Not sure about a Phoenix for our ally. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but so we need to throw down Forge right away. Wow, okay, so that nuclear blast range right there, that's a problem. If they can hit that close to us.
I have detected an incoming enemy attack. They are moving swiftly.
So we're gonna want to move some of our probes to gas, and then we will throw down for some cannons.
Too few minerals. It appears our enemy is Terran.
There we go. So that's a good start. And then let's go ahead and get some of our other structures together. We will need some shield batteries pretty quick. There's the infested Terrans. Alright. So we'll get some more probes and gas.
A void shard's been reported outside of your landing point, so that's your first objective. Best of luck out there.
It will not stand against us for long.
An enemy force is en route to our position.
Throw down some monoliths.
Deploying onto the front line.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
And
Your allies have entered combat without you.
we are eventually going to need some defense over here. So we'll go ahead and drop that. Apparently nukes can land right here, but not directly on our expansion.
Upgrade is ready for use.
Either way, we're definitely going to want these cannons here, just in case. Alright.
Our enemies will burn.
Pay attention. You need more Vespine.
That's just the first of many. Okay, commanders, let's get to work.
Alright.
Several void shards appearing on our sensors.
Now we'll hit the Chrono Surge.
Make sure you destroy all of them.
Upgrade. Research complete.
The enemy has mobilized. We should move to intercept.
Yeah, see, this is going to make life real hard to set up defense.
Your allies have
The
entered combat
enemy will
without
fear my blades.
Your research has concluded. Your allies have entered combat without
Uh-oh. A little lag there for a second. We'll just go ahead and fry all of that, though. And deal some damage to the defenses over there. Okay, so now this is going to be the tricky part because right around here, the nukes are actually able to land pretty close. So this is actually going to be really rough.
allies have entered
Uh-oh.
combat
From
without
the
you.
front. The enemy
This is a terrible move.
They cannot hide from our detectors. I shall oversee this battle from
Your
above.
allies have entered combat without you. Your allies have entered combat without you. Gather more minerals first. Your workers must gather more minerals. Your allies' base is besieged. 'Your allies have entered combat without you. Gather more minerals first. Your workers must gather more minerals. Your allies' base is besieged. 'Your 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 allies' base is besieged. allies.
So I can only hope this is enough.
Incoming enemy strike force. Be ready.
I believe it should be enough to stall and give us an expansion.
Solarite Dragoon operational.
It'll take more than a few void shards to defeat the Dominion.
Capably done.
Those Chimeran pirates are trying to steal from us during an attack on the city. I'd appreciate it if you could exterminate them.
Alright.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
One fewer void shard for us to deal with.
Glory to the Daylong.
Multiple void shards are active on the field. Eliminate them with extreme prejudice.
So let's get some shield upgrades going. Actually a little behind on some things. The problem is we can't really like push out or anything. Fortunately. Because we have a small issue in that
Deploying onto the front line.
any buildings we put out would just be destroyed by the nukes, so we have to rely almost entirely on our ally to help us push.
Prepare for battle.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
I am a Dragoon once more.
Your upgrade is ready for use.
Piracy in the skies above Core Hall? Not on my watch.
The enemy is attacking your probes. Your allies have entered combat without you.
The enemy will fear my blades.
Your allies have entered combat without you. Your allies have entered combat without you.
So we'll go ahead and pump out another Chrono Surge here.
Your allies have entered combat
All
without you.
forces to my location. I am activating Chrono Boost now. That should greatly increase the output of our structures.
Your upgrade is ready for use. Your allies have entered combat without you.
It appears the enemy is advancing. Prepare to meet them in combat.
Your allies have entered combat without you. Your allies.
Let's go ahead and set up some better defenses here for our ally.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
Good work on that void shard.
Indeed, all data points to its elimination.
Your allies have entered combat without you. Your Nexus point is under assault.
Almost didn't see that attack. Okay.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
These pirates just don't learn, do they? Commanders, it's time to educate them. And another void shard crumbles into dust. Well done, Commanders.
Ah, the thrill of battle.
Home stretch, Commanders. One more group of shards to go.
I am recalling our warriors now.
There we go. That should make life reasonably
Alpha was making their move.
easy
We
for
must
getting
be
this
ready.
bonus objective.
That's the thing about the Dominion. Even in a crisis, our rule of law holds firm.
I would say we have a pretty decent amount of upgrades and everything going right now. Honestly, we could even throw some units out there, since we have so much.
Your Nexus point is under assault.
I mean, really, why not? Since we have so much
The
extra.
enemy will fear my blades.
Your allies have entered combat without you. Your Nexus point is under assault.
Oh gosh. Wow, they went right past my expansion. They actually didn't even stop for it.
Your Nexus
That's actually surprising.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
They actually walked around my my expansion and just didn't even touch it. Wow, okay. Well, that was rude.
Time to restore the warriors I have lost. This warrior awakens.
Okay. So,
Nexus point is under assault.
now that I know that's a thing, they're just gonna walk around it.
Your allies
Let's-
have entered combat without you.
Put up some slightly stronger defenses this time.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
Okay. That was a rather rude surprise. Let's not have another repeat.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
I stand.
Your Nexus point is under assault.
This warrior awakens.
Your allies have entered combat without you. Your Nexus point is under assault.
Ready our defenses. Our foes are on the march.
We have to break apart those shards before they activate. Get moving.
Your Nexus point is under assault. is under assault.
The enemy closes.
Your next
Chrono boost
is under
activated.
assault.
Our structures should research and create units much more quickly now.
Your nexus point is under assault.
Ignite your blades, my warriors. The enemy comes for our base.
Running out of time, commanders. Tear down those shards.
Phoenix. My blade yearns to meet our foe.
Your nexus
Alright,
point
so this is
under
going to be
assault.
kind of close. My ally has fought admirably.
My
Your
location.
nexus point is under assault.
I return to serve.
Now that's what I like to see. Void shard terminated.
Well done. I no longer detect any signs of activity from that one.
Allies have entered combat without you. Allies siege. Your nexus point is under assault. Your allies have entered combat without you.
They keep summoning
There we
shards,
go.
and we keep sending them back.
My warriors never falter. I am a dragon, once more.
And with that, looks like we got it.
That's all of the void shards. The city is ours. You hear that, Amos?
Alright.
The Dominion is not so
That was a little
easily
close.
defeated.
But our ally fought well, and our defenses held out, preventing the enemy from constantly harassing us. So, all in all, that went pretty well. Alright. So, actually, I think that's going to be all for our StarCraft 2 segment this time around. Let's go ahead and switch games again. I think I'm going to switch to Breath of the Wild. I will see you guys in just a bit. Alright, everybody. Welcome back to Breath of the Wild 100%. Last time, we made it to the top of the Twin Peaks, grabbed the shrine over there, and this little Korok who's right behind the shrine. So now we're going to quickly solve these two shrines that are connected to one another. Alright, so this shrine and the one right next to it on the other peak they are connected to each other in that the password for one, the placement of these orbs in one of them is the password for the other. So I just like to remember it personally. There's a bunch of ways you can do this. Like there's a platform right there that goes up where you can stand up there and like get a good picture of everything. Looks like there's even a ledge up there. There's a bunch of different ways to solve this. I'm honestly more curious about the ledge. I never did look into this shrine too much. Let's see what happens. Yep, treasure chest. Alright, cool. Cool. I'll take that. Alright, so the solution here is, depending on how you look at it, if you go from 1 that way to 5 this way, then the solution is 5, 3, 1, 4, 2. So, five, 3, 1, 4, 2. We'll just remember that. Jump over to the other shrine and input that code over there. We'll place the golf balls in the correct holes, and that should unlock this shrine next door over here. But we also have to make sure to pay attention to the code in that shrine as well. First, small detour. Hey look, a rock on top of a really tall mountain. Have your rock back. So, Korok seeds in this game are usually really obvious. So anyway, now over in this one, we see a similar setup. So we have to remember the code here. And since we're in here, yep. If I'm not mistaken, every single shrine has at least one treasure in it. So might as well take advantage of that. So the solution. So this is 24215. 24215. Let's go ahead and put in the code from the other one. Assuming that I'm doing it correctly. I forget if they're mirrored or not. There we go. So we've solved this one with the code from the other one, but now we have to remember the code from this one to put into the one back on the tallest peak. And that code was 24251, I believe? Or was it 15? We'll find out in a moment. Alright, so now going back into this shrine, should be able to get a nice easy spirit orb here by just sticking in the code we learned from the other one. So 2 4 2, and if I'm not mistaken, is it 5-1 or 1-5? Let's find out if I remembered correctly. Nope. Okay. So it looks like it was the other way. Drat. There we go. Not too bad. Looks like I am losing a few frames here and there. Really wish I understood that. Like why that happens. Because it doesn't seem to happen with every game, just this one. Either way. Should probably update the game. There we go. Alright. So from here, our plan is going to be to head over to Hateno to get the memories side quest going. But first, We could do that. Yeah. So, we'll just ignore these idiots. So, we want to get the memory side quest started so that we can just have that and not have to worry about it. But first, while we're up here... let's go ahead and grab the Korok seed that's right here. So this one is as simple as pushing a rock down a hill between those two trees there. Now we'll see if that's where the rock ends up going. At this rate, I don't know. Looks like it will... yeah, looks like it's gonna work. Okay. Cool. And now we're going to go ahead and proceed onward to Hateno. Right over to that tower and that village over there. So, we're just going to go ahead and warp down to the bottom real quick. Suppose we could have dropped down, but not sure if that would have taken any more or less time. And then we're going to use the horse stable guy here to go ahead and get our horse brought right back to us, basically for free and instantly. So this instantly summons Epona right back to us, basically. And then we will go ahead and switch to Majora's Mask so we can stay out of fights. And from here, we can go ahead and head out towards Hateno now. So we'll just take the road that leads to Hateno. And then once we get up there, after a lengthy amount of talking to the rather eccentric research director, we will be able to finally start hunting down memories while we go on our quest. And then that will be the last of the things that we really need to do early. Like, there are certain things in this game you kind of want to get done really early so that you don't have any trouble with them later. Making sure to have everything unlocked is definitely one of those things. Because if you wait till later in the game to unlock memories, or sorry, have the ability to unlock memories, then, you know, you'll end up wasting a bunch of time having to retrace your steps. So we're not going to do that. We're going to head to Hateno with the utmost of speed. get past the training grounds here. It looks like we arrived just in time for daylight to appear. We'll just go ahead and ignore this guy. I love how our horse won't let us stampede through town. Epona, you're so gentle. All right. So, let's see. In order to save some time, we're gonna go ahead and light the blue flame furnace up here right away. We're just gonna go ahead and take care of that. Because there's really not much point in talking to them, only to discover that we have to do it. Whoa, 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 whoa! That's not quite where I wanted to go. I love how this is not considered the village. Like, Epona wouldn't go too fast. Like, in the village, but now this is not considered the village, even though there's still houses and stuff here. So, we'll stop here, and then we'll just head over to the furnace. Alright, we are gonna have to make some room. We'll go ahead and drop one of these soldier swords here. And actually, oh, Epona heard us whistling. Well, she's going to hear us some more. Real quick, if we could just, we need to grab a torch from inside here. So we'll just grab this. Pardon me, guys, I'm just stealing this real quick. Epona can head towards us. It's fine. Looks like the weather's going to hold. That's extremely important. Because the weather can actually turn bad and really ruin this whole thing. Okay, so I'm not sure why they didn't build their research institute like closer or even on top of this thing, but for whatever reason they didn't. And we have to get this blue flame all the way up to the top. There are lots and lots of these things right here that we can light up. Here's a little trick. Save us a little time. Instead of having to go all the way around the bottom there. Sadly, we are still going to have to go We're on these hills here. Can we go up this? Yes, we can. Excellent. Alright. That was reasonably fast. We got to that one. We don't have to light all of these on the way. But it's good in case random rain in the middle of sunshine weather happens. So this game loves to have random weather. Like, see, it says it's supposed to be sunshine right now, but behold, there's rain. So, like, that seems really silly to me. But there it is. Sorry, just checking on something real quick. Anyway, that's why it's important to light these things on the way, because you never know when the game will just give you surprise rain. Should probably be safe here in a moment. There we go. So, this is what happens when you light the furnace first. You can just talk directly to Pura. If you don't do that, she plays a little joke on you by sending you over to her assistant first. So, Pura is interesting. But really, this is just a lot of text for those of us who have already played this. So it's just going to be a bit of mashing here. Not much to say, really. More liquid information poured into our Sheikah phone here. And here's the pictures that we need. Alright. So, she wants us to take a picture of herself. Okay, that's weird. Apparently I was too far back. I thought it was lit up when I took it, but I guess not. Well, fine. How about this one? So I almost feel like this should have been almost a cutscene, because this is just a lot of mashing. Hi. Wow. What the heck? Alright. So. Something good? Okay, so we don't really need the Hyrule Compendium for anything, honestly. Like, it's nice to have, but again, we don't need it. So, we're not going to bother. Instead, we're just going to quickly climb up here to grab the Korok seed that's up here. This is slightly tricky. But somehow Link is able to climb around this edge here. And then once up top, Korok seed. Not to mention, a pretty awesome place to jump down from. Like, really, just take in this view. This game is super gorgeous. Alright. But our next major destination is, now that we have this, we can go back to the Sheikah village here. And finish unlocking the memory side quest so that we can go grab some memories as we travel about. Some of you might be wondering, well, wait a minute, why not get the tower or all the Korok seeds that are like littered around nearby? We could do that, but there's a very specific reason why I'm not in a hurry to get that. In fact, I even passed up a shrine in the town just so that I could get this going a little faster. Because remember what I said about unlocking things early, so that you don't have to do as much backtracking to make things easier or to do. So, one thing that definitely makes this game a lot easier is Rivali's Gale. So, after we've got everything unlocked here so we can start getting memories. Go ahead and turn that off. After we've got all this done, we can finally head over to the Rito village and unlock Rivali's Gale by beating Vomito. So this is definitely a big deal because Rivali's Gale will allow us to get around and explore and grab towers and do lots of things way easier than we can do them right now. So we're actually going to warp all the way back to the Magnesis Shrine over here. Basically, to turn around and head in the opposite direction. We can't bring Epona with us right away, but there is a stable on the way that will allow us to get Epona well before we end up having to get anywhere near the Rito, so it's a minor inconvenience that we can't have her immediately, but it's not too bad. Since we're right here, there is a memory right nearby, conveniently. And there's also this. Yeah. We have a good amount of arrows, so let's see how badly I messed this one up. Alright. There's one. Ah, it turned down too quick. There's two. And there's three. Alright, so that one was pretty easy. And now let's see here. We're just gonna go ahead and head in this direction. We could sneak up on one of these horses and grab it. In fact, I might even do just that. Just to go ahead and show how you can capture one. So to make life easy, we'll put on the stealth armor. Looks like one of them turned and saw us. Crap. However, this horse was pretty easy to get. You just had to mount it, and this one didn't even put up a fight. However, when capturing wild horses, Oftentimes wild horses will stray from the path and just kind of, you'll kind of lose control of your horse. They'll shake their head like that. Only way to deal with that is to basically just keep pressing the L button to soothe the horse, and somehow that makes it loyal to you. That's what I've been doing this whole time. It's kind of oversimplified mechanics. But not much to say other than there's, you know, Nintendo did what they could do, really. Like, there's not really a way to... I'm actually glad they didn't try to make it any harder to earn a horse's loyalty. But at the same time, I almost wonder why they bothered. So I'm not going to bother to register this horse because we would never use it. Can I just take Epona from here? Yeah. Okay, I thought so. So after a short loading screen, they somehow brought her all the way from the tech lab all the way over here. But before we head off, actually, let's go ahead and get this side quest rolling. We don't need the white horse, but might as well have it unlocked if we should decide to do it at some point. Actually, another thing before I take off, there is a shrine right up here. Every stable has a shrine nearby it. And so, it is always good to look around for that shrine. No, oh, I think it might be over there. So that you can warp back to any stable at any time. Here we go. We're actually not going to do this shrine right away. We can come back to it any time. So, Epona heard the whistling. And decided to run away. That is an unfortunate side effect of the infinite run glitch. But we can call her back just as easily. Now from here, we will start heading towards the Rito. Whoa, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I almost took the wrong path. Ended up going to the Gerudo there for a second. That is definitely the wrong way. Though it technically wouldn't have been a waste of time for us to go that way, because we would eventually have to go that way anyway. So, again, that's this game being the awesome game that it is. We don't necessarily have to take any particular path, and we can still complete the game somewhat efficiently, no matter what direction we go. First, however, before we run into any enemies, let's make sure to put on Majora's Mask so that they just stare at us confusingly. Okay, right around here, we're gonna make a brief stop to grab these hardy radishes. So hardy radishes allow us to overheal, to basically overheal and have more hearts than our current amount of heart containers. It's a temporary bonus, but it's a really good one. And it also, of course, fully heals us. And these temporary hearts are there for as long as we don't take damage, so it's real good. Anyway, here, there's a memory that's basically right in our path. So we can go ahead and collect this. And there's our first memory. This is something we would not have been able to get without visiting Empa and Hateno first. So it's good that we don't have to come back all the way over here to get this one memory.
Be sure to take the time to soothe your mount. That's the only way it will know how you truly feel. Your advice was quite helpful, thank you. This little one and I are getting along quite well now. At first, I wasn't sure if I outfit him with all of the royal gear. I thought maybe he should have to earn it first. But it works. He wears it like a true natural. I'm trying to be a bit more empathetic. Benefit of the doubt, you know? See that mountain? That's Mount Lanayru.
Which one?
It takes its name from the goddess of wisdom. Lanayru's decree is very specific. It says no one is allowed under the age of 17. For only the wise are permitted a place upon the mountain. I've prayed at the Spring of Courage and at the Spring of Power, yet neither awoke anything inside me. But maybe up there. Perhaps the Spring of Wisdom, the final of the three, will be the one. To be honest, I have no real reason to think that will be the case. But there's always the chance that the next moment will change everything. Tomorrow is my 17th birthday. So then I shall go and make my way up the mountain.
So, this game has a really awesome story. I just wish it wasn't all told in only hindsight. Like, there's no real forward progression in this game except beating Ganon and reuniting with Zelda, and then that's it. Like, that's actually kind of all that happens. Like, lots of stuff happened in the past, and you're remembering that stuff, but that's about all there is. Like, once you do that, nothing else actually happens. There's no further plot developments. That was just something I didn't really like too much about this game. It's like, as good as the story is, I just wish it wasn't all in hindsight. Now this guy, this is the best accordion player in the world. He's also the only accordion player in this world, but so if you talk to him, he'll tell you about the secret to this area where you're supposed to shoot an arrow through two of these strange holes to unlock a shrine. This is the one he's referring to. Like, you could spend a long time, like, trying to figure out which holes he's talking about. Ooh. Can I even do it with this bow? Uh-oh. I think I actually need a long-range bow. Well, drat. Actually, it looks like I need a longer range bow to do this. I thought I could just do it with a regular one. But I guess not. Or can I do it in reverse? Can this be done in reverse? But if you shoot an arrow through these two holes here, since they're the only ones that really line up, then you can get the shrine to appear. Oh my gosh, that was actually close. Can I do this in reverse? Oh my gosh, I can! Ha! If you shoot from the higher one to the lower one, you can actually do this without a long-range bow. And you can unlock this shrine right here, since it's right in our path. Might as well. Again, we're going to tag it real quick. We're not going to do it yet. We're going to do a bunch of the shrines kind of all at once. But yeah, if you look around at all these stones with holes in them, the vast majority of them do not line up. Those two are the only ones that really line up properly. Also, I'm pretty sure they're the only ones with the trigger. But anyhow, so just grabbing that on the way. So I forgot we still had this. We don't need it. Go ahead and stealth strike this guy for a ton of damage. We'll even pick up his weapon to finish him off. We don't need that. So this is a cheap, quick, and easy way to get some monster extract. It's not super useful, but it does have at least a purpose that will come up later. And since it's, again, right along our path, it's easy enough to get, so I don't feel like there's any reason not to get it. Again, this is not something we have to have or need for 100%, but I don't really see any reason not to get it. So it'll make life easier. We'll be able to make some money off of this later pretty easily if we have it. So we're gonna go ahead and grab it. And now there is a tower over there. But we're going to ignore it for now. And come back to it later since we have that shrine. And instead, we're going to keep heading towards the giant flying bird robot over there. Careful about talking to strangers by the roadside. They're typically just Yiga assassins. Alright. So here we are. We're going to need a bunch of wood for a major project later, so it's definitely good to have as many bundles of wood as possible for later. So there is a wood farming spot that we will be abusing later, but for now we're just gonna grab this shrine since it's right next to the stable here. And then there is a Lionel back behind here, but we're not gonna fight him just yet. So there is a dragon that comes through this area here. And if we see him, we are definitely going to jump down and get a scale from him, because in the early game, getting these scales is super important. It becomes less important later, but for now it's important. This guy is important because he will basically give us a bunch of free money to unlock our next fairy fountain. So he literally just gives us 500 rupees just for talking to him, which is crazy, to say the least. But we will gladly take advantage of this. Doesn't look like there's any dragon for us this time, but that's alright. Now, here's something that can be a little intimidating / scary. These guys. We're actually gonna hold up for a second so that we don't get spotted. So these flying guardians here are really annoying. to say the least. We really want to get past these guys with a minimum of grief, so... Just gonna charge through here. We're going to continue our way up to that tower. Now we're actually going to stop here, grab this. This guy would normally be a problem to fight, but he isn't because we have Majora's Mask. And we have no reason to fight him, so we're just going to move on, having taken his big hearty radish. Sorry, dude. So we are literally just going to continue going up the hill here. You know, dodging boulders like pros. We'll just throw him down because we can. So we are going to stop to get this tower. This tower actually is important. I mean, they all are, but this one in particular. We could have just climbed up the side to get here. There's a couple different ways you can access this area, but I just decided to go through the front door, 'cause it's easy enough. So, if you look real closely, right in here, we need a better angle. There is an eye hidden right in that little area. There it is. I'm too far away from it now. Okay. The tower here is covered by this dark ooze here that will damage you if you try to just go through it. So it's not going to let us climb, basically. Here we go. This should work. Right in here. Oh, come on. There we go. It can be a little tricky to hit that guy, but doing so. Yeah, see, we took half a heart of damage just touching that stuff for a moment. And that wind would have blown us away if we had tried to touch the tower from anywhere else. But anyway, this tower is important because of that. There's our next fairy fountain, and guess how many rupees it costs to unlock? Exactly the amount the dude gave us. So, this tower is definitely worth stopping for on our road to the Rito. Plus, from here we can see the edge of the world. A liquid information drop. And now we have another section of our map opened up. And here are the mountains that cannot be reached by any other means besides hacking. So, before we end off today's episode, let's go ahead and grab the fairy fountain over here. And then while we're at it, we can even go ahead and warp back to the tower so we can finish our journey. We could take that long pass over there, but I'm just gonna glide from the tower. Whoop. Almost went right past this thing. So all the fairies tell the same story. And they all demand slightly greater amounts of rupees each time. You can get the fairy fountains in any order, and the price will always increase depending on how many you've unlocked in the past, so the price would always be the same for the second fountain, no matter which one it was that we unlocked. Anyway. Let's see. We need some more blue nightshades and sunset fireflies to upgrade our stealth armor again. And so we will be collecting that next time we're back in the Sheikah village, because there's lots of blue nightshade growing around there. In the meantime, let's go ahead and grab the Endura carrots that are lying about this area. And pick up some mighty thistles as well, because why not? And just so we can have some money for later, these stones would glow in the dark at night. And they're actually worth a decent chunk of money. So Might as well grab him for later. So, look, we're going to warp back up to the tower with our destination in view. And then that's going to be it for today. Alright, so there's our destination ahead of us. We could take the road, but I'm not going to, because I find it just a lot simpler to just glide from here. So that's going to be it for today. Heal up real fast. And just go ahead and save here. And that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for coming. If you enjoyed my content, feel free to join me on Twitch, where your vote could decide what we play next. Or check out my past playthroughs and content on YouTube. Links will be down below. And I'll see you guys next time.